So let's talk about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Okay. So, is spoilers or not spoilers?
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do spoilers.
All right. CGI Jones. What do you think? Hot takes only.
CGI Jones. I thought he looked good. I loved seeing.
It wasn't. It wasn't cartoony. It looked very real.
No, it looked really good. It was like that age regression that they do in like the Avengers movies and stuff.
Yeah, like for Iron Man and stuff. Like very good job.
I thought it looked really good, and I thought they did a good job too because they didn't make him as young as like Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? Like they made him like a little bit
appropriate to the timeline.
Yes, and you could tell that he was a little bit older, but not like crazy older.
And and it was cool because like his voice was still an old man, but they just made it like so action packed that I was like, damn, Indiana's just busting on fools. He doesn't even care. He's like just making moves, fighting everybody, keeping it gangster. But then I was like, oh, they're probably doing that so they don't have to make him talk a lot because the voice doesn't match that much.
Yeah, that was the only thing that really rubbed me the wrong way. Was like it was hard to. It took me out of it a little bit. He had this real old man, like scraggled fucking voice. Like he sounded old as fuck.
Sounded like Indiana Jones trying to be like Batman.
A little bit. He sounded like a grumpy old man. Like could have been Walter Matthau on there.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, it was still hella dope.
It didn't match his young face.
Yeah. But
as you said, they made up for that with like making that whole sequence, and it was a good 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Good. I mean, it laid down the entire story.
Yeah, we went back to 1939.
It gave you the premise.
Yep.
Indy versus Nazis. As all the good Indiana Jones movies are.
Yes, it was nice to come full circle and be like Nazis again, and he gets to reiterate throughout the movie how much he hates Nazis. It's great.
Yeah. And then I do like because I thought it was gonna be like Indiana Jones like right now, and I was like, what the fuck? Like no way. But they brought it back to like the 70s, right?
1969.
Oh yeah, that's right. And it was just
the moon landing. It was like the day of the moon landing is when they started the movie.
The after the throwback to the setting the stage for the movie after Act 1 or whatever. It's Indiana Jones. It's 1969. He's an old alcoholic. His fucking neighbors are being super loud. He's a professor.
Gotta say, man, he looked fucking ripped for an old man. Dude's 84. You can kind of see some abs. Like he was in good ass shape for 80, dude.
Yeah, dude. Big shoulders still.
I leaned over to my wife and I'm like, dude, do you see how fucking ripped this dude is? He's got the V. He got that fucking fucking ab V going on. I'm like, god damn, Harrison Ford still got it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And then who's the dude that plays is it Basil? Is that his name?
Which guy?
The guy he was in Yeah. Not the bad guy, but the guy that did all his accomplice in the female lead, her dad.
Yeah. So they steal that. Well, they end up with part of this dial of destiny.
Yeah. It's made by Archimedes, legend to help you let you travel through time.
Right. Which, gotta say, man, some people think like these Indiana Jones films like go too far with the like the Crystal Skull one, which ended up being about aliens, right?
Yeah, but they're all a little supernatural, just a touch.
Yes, every one of them has a supernatural name because Indy doesn't really believe in that shit, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, whatever, it's just an artifact, whatever. And it's same thing with the Ark of the Covenant and the cup, whatever the cup, I can't remember. But the goblet,
I don't know.
whatever, the Jesus goblet, whatever.
Yeah.
And then
the Jesus juice.
Yes. So they all end up at the very last sequence of the film actually having some sort of
Supernatural power.
Right? Yeah. Yes. And this one just took it to a whole new level. Like, I feel like they actually traveled through fucking time.
Yeah. Oh my god. And dude, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I liked this movie, but I had to like give it
Belief.
not just suspend disbelief. I had to like be like, okay, give it a minute, because there's parts I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
but then when you tie the whole bouquet together, I'm like, all right, I see it. Like, let them cook. And then when it was done, I was like, all right, that's cool.
It was a lot more action adventure than you would think from an 80-year-old dude. But it was great. But especially the sequence at the beginning when he's a younger Indy. That's on the train, and when that fucking gun is shooting the back of the train as it goes around curves, like, my
yeah.
That was awesome. That was the best part of the movie, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And then what'd you think of like the girl, Basil's daughter? So she comes back to get the dial from an old Indy, and she's kind of a rapscallion, kind of a she's a bit of a conniver. Actually, a lot of conniver.
She's in it for the money, and that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, like the opposite of Indy's morals. Like, I'm not in it for the money. I feel like you said that before.
He wants to put the shit in a museum, as always.
Yeah.
She wants to sell it to the highest bidder.
Yeah. It's always the case with Indiana Jones, but it's like he's her godfather, so he's not like just gonna fuck her off. Like, they're trying to help each other in some sense. Yeah, it's good, man. There's a lot of, you got to put together the clue to go get the next piece. There's different pieces they have to get. It was good, man.
Very National Treasure, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Similar feel. I love stuff like that, man. I love historical.
Did you ever play that show Carmen Sandiego?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it kind of has that vibe to it for me.
Yeah, man. It's like a historical treasure hunt.
Yeah, it's cool. You have to be smart to get this.
What do you call it? Not treasure hunt. What do they call it? I guess they do call it a treasure hunt.
Yeah. I mean, literally.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. I think this movie's getting a lot of shit, and I don't really get it, man. I don't know why it's not making more money. It is Indiana Jones. It's better than the Crystal Skull, I feel like.
Yeah. I wasn't mad at it. It was good.
No, I mean, my wife and I both really enjoyed it, and I don't know where the hate comes from. Like, I kind of get why the Flash flopped, but I really don't get the Indiana Jones flopping.
Why do you get the Flash flops? I don't even like Ezra Miller, but what are you talking about?
Ezra Miller was a huge part of it. People did not want to support that dude.
Yeah,
on top of that, they knew that this was like the last film and that it wasn't going to matter going forward because they're rebooting the entire DC universe going forward.
Yeah.
James Gunn is taking over, like heading it up, kind of like Kevin Feige does for Marvel.
Yeah, Kevin Feige. Is it Feige? I thought it was Kevin Feige.
No, it's Feige. I used to think it was Feige too.
All right, well, Feige said that the reason that Indiana Jones flopped is because they keep putting out Marvel Plus, and it is oversaturating the market with these kind of movies and this kind of film.
Disney Plus. Kevin Feige didn't say that. Bob Iger said that.
Well,
he's the new. He's the new returned head of Disney.
Okay, well,
and
my bad.
So he said that about Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and it was him, picture of him, and a picture of She-Hulk.
Yeah,
he's hating on the She-Hulk. How rude! I like that show.
It was fun. It was a fun show.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Anyway, so I don't know how well you remember all the Indiana Jones movies, but where would you rank this one of the 5 movies?
I always get like the plots of the first and second one intertwined, so there's like 1 for me. I like it more than the Shia LaBeouf one.
Okay.
I can't even honestly say that I remember any of the Crystal Skulls at all. So it's got to be tied at number 2, number 3.
So what? Wait, I didn't hear you for a minute. What did you say was the?
Okay, so for me, it's
something.
I don't remember any of the Crystal Skulls at all. So
okay.
clearly didn't resonate with me. And right. I didn't really love the Shia LaBeouf one. Number 3 was good.
Wait. Crystal Skull is the Shia LaBeouf one. So
okay, so that one's off the list for sure. So I'm not really into number 3. So it's probably my number 3.
Temple of Doom is the one.
And the Crusaders, right?
Temple of Doom is the one
where they go and he gets his heart taken out by Kali magic or whatever.
Yeah, that is Temple of Doom.
And then Crusaders of the Lost Ark is the first one.
I love how you're mixing this all up.
Yeah.
So the first one is. So it's Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Number 3 is the Last Crusade.
Okay. It goes Raiders of the Lost Ark for me. This is my official. Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Dial of Destiny, and then Temple of Doom. And then other ones suck.
Damn, okay. Shit. Okay. Me, I think it goes. I think, man, I really like the one with Sean Connery, which is The Last Crusade.
Okay, that one didn't suck. I'm a hater. That one's all right.
I think I got to go.
Is that your number 1?
I think maybe so. Followed by Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then Dial of Destiny.
Okay.
Then Crystal Skull, and then Temple of Doom is my last.
Well, I like that one.
I know. My wife does too. I don't know why I don't care for it.
I get it. It has its cringe moments.
You know what? I will say, I'll tell you what. We'll swap this out. We'll make Crystal Skull last.
Okay.
Because I liked how it ended, but I do think there are some pretty fucking cool moments in the Temple of Doom when they do the sacrifice and the part where that rope bridge collapses at the end, and they're hanging on to the rope bridge. Yeah, it's got some solid parts in it. So I'll put that ahead of Crystal Skull. But I do think this movie we just saw is better than Temple of Doom.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
All right.
So, but honorable mention to that TV show, Young Indy.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that, dude. Wasn't there also a cartoon, I feel like?
Maybe. I never saw the cartoon, but I did watch a couple episodes of the Young Indy show.
Maybe I'm thinking of James Bond Jr. Remember that?
I've never seen that.
Oh, man.
I'll check that
James Jr.
James Jr.
Yeah. Anyway, that'll wrap up our coverage of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.